everyone. I am Logan the Backrooms Nerd, and this is episode 40, officially 40, of the Backrooms Redacted Survival Series, and technically part 3 of the digital update. Last episode we went over diamonds, and the episode before we went through level 195. So I believe our next one would be emulator. You know what? We'll just go from top to bottom. Next up is Friday. So we're gonna enter command. Are you there? Question mark and Friday. Just so you know, since this digital update had us like collaborate with like Minecraft and stuff, this one is kind of similar if you were in like 2020 or something. But instead it's like the Backrooms. Music was also made by Dapper Husky, so go subscribe to him. SDJK. I'm on the keyboard.
3, 2, 1, go!
So the background is level 404. And the characters are kind of similar. There's Mike, Ophelia, and then there's the Happy Files virus. So yeah, I could say that was a pretty good run. And we're back in the end computer. You know what? Since that was kind of short, we're going to go through another one. We're going to go through another one of these. Alright, next up is Batula. Alright, so we're going to enter command. Are you there? Batula. There are different endings to Batula, so enjoy. Some say that this place really has no end. Others say that it is finite, and there is a center. Those who manage to reach the center are not the most determined, nor are they the ones who want to achieve their goals. It's unpredictable, a privilege of the luckiest, totally selective. However, those who manage to reach the center of the Backrooms will be able to enter the Nexus and beg for salvation from the heavens. And then, the one who comes from above will give the Wanderer a gift, and with this gift, he will be able to change everything. The only price is your own existence. So we gotta wait for like this entity to come from the ceiling tile. Oh, there we go. Consider this room your everything and nothing. The edge of a black hole that constantly drifts forward toward the center, meeting its imminent end. The world is dying. Little by little, it is being erased from the memories of many people. When the last spark fades, the only hope to be will become a daydream of nostalgia. The concept needs to be reinvented. I will give you the tools you need to make the change. What you use to feed this bone thief will be the future of our world. When the change approaches, place him on the meat basket. Do whatever you want, just don't feed him codes. So that's the bone thief. There's the meat basket. Alright. So you gotta give the bone thief like a different theme to it. And then place it back in the meat basket. There's Jerry. I used to be a god, praised and worshipped by ancient peoples. Loki, the deception, however, promised me a place in the heavens. How foolish I was, deceived by yet another of his illusions. Today I'm trapped in this body, crying out for help. I feel hunger, I feel pain, I feel the weight of my sorrows. Please, wandering soul, feed me. Keep in mind that Jerry likes sunflower seeds. There is Tiny, Entity 720, which I explained in a past episode. The soul has finally found the nexus. Whether the soul is good or evil, only time will tell. You find yourself lost, searching for a meaning. When in fact the meaning of everything is in your hands. This bone thief will change the concept of the Backrooms. I beg you, wandering soul, feed him with water from my source. So now we got a water bone thief, and we're going to put him back in the basket. Submerged. We got an ending, submerged. By something older than memory, gentler than death, and far more patient. There is no sky here. No sound, no flame, no future. Just the pressure. Just the deep. We were never meant to stay above. Ending 4, submerged. Which makes sense because we put the bone thief in the water. Alright. So there are multiple endings. We should try and get more. Alright. Gonna go back into Betula and get more endings. There are 5 endings, by the way. Yet the 5th one is a secret. Alright, hand over the bone thief. If we go over here, we can find sunflower seeds, which will be used to feed Jerry. I appreciate it, Wanderer. I don't have much, but I have this flower. Maybe it's enough for a better world, or so I hope. And then we interact with the flower with the bone thief in hand. And now it's a pollinated bone thief, I think, or maybe a flower bone thief. That's another ending. Peace. Too quiet to be innocent, yet beneficial. There are no wars. There are no conflicts. No voices rise, no footsteps echo. Only silence. There is no fear, no pain. As far as the eye can see, nature tends to prevail. The earth breathes without us. Little by little, making us the ones who ask for help, but there is no reason to fight, no reason to hope. Suffocated by peace, there are no reasons to live in this rat maze. Ending 1. Peace. Alright, let's head back. Here we meet a partygoer in the Nexus. My honor has been tarnished. I could not save my people from the terrible monster that lived in the walls. I could not leave this void. The shadows would take over my body. I ask you a favor, wandering soul. Throw this coin into the well and wish for a better world. If you do, I will grant you my sword. With it, you will be able to avenge my honor. I'm counting on you. That's the coin. Now we head back to the partygoer, and he will grant me his sword. A better world is what you wish for, and in that world I have faith. Take this with you, Wanderer. You know what to do. We got a sword. now we go in here and kill the entity. And now we take the bone thief, covered in the blood, set it back in the basket, and we get a new ending. Violence. It shaped us, gave us purpose. No one remembers why it began, only how it never stopped. The cities burn, the sky chokes. What remains cannot be called survival. People stopped fighting for causes. They fought because it was all they remembered. The silence comes only when there is no one left to scream, but at least there is still another day. Ending 3. Violence. Alright. That's another ending. We have 2 more endings left. Alright, so we kind of do the same procedure with party goer and the coin and everything. Oh. We got the sword. But this time we're going to kill Jerry. Because that monster that was in that house requires Jerry as his meal. can read your mind. I see the disgust you feel towards me. I wasn't always like this. I was cursed, even though I was a good soul. I need to free myself from this body, and to do that, I need to eat. But not just anything will satisfy my hunger. Bring me a body of a fallen god, and I will give you something worthy. I'm counting on you. I need a minute to digest, blah blah blah, this. I'll offer you all my knowledge. Feed your creature with it, and watch everything work out. Galaxy Bone Thief. Why does it remind me of those 2017 Tycoon Roblox skins, whatever? Why does it remind me of those? Wisdom. It did not speak. A presence too large to name, too familiar to deny. You know now. Everything. The shape behind time. The cost behind every question. Some memories are not yours, but they still scream. Now even your shadow hesitates. Some knowledge cannot be carried. Ending 2. Wisdom. Alright, time to get the 5th and final ending. Alright, the Bone Thief. And then we toss it into the well. We go back and get the sword. this monster. Oh wait, hold on. I think we gotta... Wait. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we have to add Jerry and the Blood Bone Thief into the mix so that we get Code Bone Thief. And remember that when I went time on that entity said don't feed him codes. I think I'm gonna do that. It's in order to get the 5th ending. And boy, I've seen the 5th ending. And it's hilarious. Just wait. It's no life lesson or what it is. What do you mean there's a 5th ending? And I have to write that? Hey boy, can you give me a hand? I'm not helping you with that. Oh, by the way, those are illustrations of the developers. Hey, sorry to disappoint you after all you had to do. Can we just pretend there was something super cool here? No? Well, it doesn't hurt to try. I bet there's a YouTuber recording this. How do you know it's me? Leave a like and subscribe. Ending 5, sample text. Well, that was the ending, sample text. Man, that was hilarious. Well, anyway, that was the end here. And so, the next episode will probably feature, probably the last 2, which will wrap up the Backrooms Redacted Survival Series until the next update. Until then, I'm Logan the Backrooms Nerd, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Next and probably final episode. Take care.